very good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News. I'm Tritsy Shilshi, and in the next 30 minutes I'll be getting you through the day's top stories, what to look forward to in the day ahead. Let's start with the headlines. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha laid to rest with full state honours at Marina Beach in Chennai. President and the Prime Minister lead the nation in paying their last respects. Justice Jagdish Singh Khehar to be the 44th Chief Justice of India will succeed CJI Thakur, who demits office in January 2017. RBI is likely to announce rate cuts by at least 25 basis points today, the first monetary policy review post-demonetization. Thick blanket of fog in Delhi and surrounding areas. Train and air traffic are hit due to poor visibility this morning. And Syrian government forces say they've seized nearly 75% of eastern Aleppo. Big win with capture of the centrally located Al-Shar neighborhood. J. Jayalalitha was laid to rest with full state honours at the MGR Memorial at Marina Beach on Tuesday evening. The President and the Prime Minister were among the top leaders who paid floral tributes to her in Chennai. Several union ministers as well as Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi also paid their last respects.
The mortal remains of late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha laid to rest at the Marina Beach in Chennai. The body buried at the MGR Memorial, built in the memory of her political mentor, M.G. Ramachandran. Her last rites performed by her long-term associate Shashikala Natarajan and other close relatives. Draped in the national tricolour, Jayalalitha's body was taken in a carriage to the Marina Beach, around 2 kilometres from Rajya Hall, where thousands of people paid their last respects. The Madras Regiment of the Indian Army offered a gun salute with 5 rounds of fire from a 12-member team. Tamil Nadu capital Chennai came to a standstill with millions of people trying to catch a final glimpse of Amma. Perched on rooftops, balconies, treetops, or the roads leading to the Marina Beach, people from all walks of life struggled to get a final glimpse of their beloved Amma. Lakhs also walked the whole stretch to catch a glimpse of the popular leader. Earlier, her body was kept at Rajaji Hall for people to pay their last respect. The President and Prime Minister were among those who paid floral tributes. The PM was seen consoling Jayalalitha's close aide, Shashikala. Several political leaders, including Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, paid tributes to Jayalalitha at the Marina Beach before she was buried. The tradition of burying Dravidian party leaders seems to have begun with late DMK leader C.N. Annadurai. A grand memorial was built at Marina Beach at the spot where he was buried. A memorial was also built adjacent to that of Anna for M.G. Ramachandran, who died while he was Chief Minister 29 years ago. Jayalalitha is a Tamil Iyengar Brahmin, and cremation is a funeral tradition followed by the community. The funeral rites were performed around 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and the whole process took less than 30 minutes. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And Rajya Sabha observed silence and was then adjourned as a mark of respect to the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister on Tuesday. She had represented the state of Tamil Nadu as well in the upper house from April 1984 to January 1989.
As the House assembled for the day, Chairman Muhammad Hamid Ansari made an obituary reference for the late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. The House also hailed her contribution to the world of cinema and politics.
In the passing away of Ms. J. Jayalalitha, the country has lost a prominent leader, a distinguished parliamentarian, and an able administrator. We deeply mourn the passing away of Ms. J. Jayalalitha. I request members to rise in their places and observe silence as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed.
The House also observes silence as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed. With inputs from Vishal Dhaya, Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
And let's hear what Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman P.J. Kurian had to say about the departed leader.
We have with us Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha Professor P.J. Kurian. Kurian sir, how you remember Jayalalitha?
First, I want to tell you that the news of the sad demise of Chief Minister Jayalalitha was heard with great grief and shock. Her contribution to the economic development of Tamil Nadu is unparalleled. Her contribution to the development of the poor people and women will be written in golden colors in the history. She lives in the heart of the entire women folk and the poor people.
She came from very modest background and then successful career in films, and then after a very strong and powerful, you can say, iron lady in Tamil Nadu politics. This is something you find very exceptional?
Yes, certainly, I am telling you. Especially when she came from the film world. So that's why I mentioned about her maiden speech. People at that time thought, since she came from the film world, her speech will be some flattery, some flowery language only, and then it may not have that much of contents, or it may not be. But when they heard the speech, they understood she is a different person. You see, a person of substance, and she could attract so much affection and love from the people, transcending the state boundaries and language boundaries. She is loved by millions and millions. It's a great thing.
That was Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha P.J. Kurian, who said that it's a not only great loss to Tamil Nadu, but to the entire nation and entire political scenario. With cameraman Sudipta, this is Panchanan Mishra for Rajya Sabha TV.
And Lok Sabha to condole the death of the former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. The lower house was also adjourned for the day on Tuesday after members stood in silence for a minute in her memory.
The Lok Sabha was on Tuesday adjourned for the day after paying tributes to late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, who passed away late on Monday. As soon as the House assembled for the day, Speaker Sumitra Mahajan informed the House about her death. She also read out a statement on her political career, recalling her services to Tamil Nadu and the nation.
In her demise, the country has lost a highly popular, courageous, and eminent political leader. The House may now stand in silence for a short while as the mark of respect for the departed soul.
The Speaker also remembered her as a popular and eminent leader. Members stood in silence as a mark of respect to the AIADMK leader.
Om Shanti.
The House was then adjourned for the day. With Ravindra Singh and Pranav Goswami, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, a host of leaders, ministers and prominent personalities mourned her death. President Pranab Mukherjee, Vice President Hamid Ansari and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed her for being a leader of the masses, a revolutionary leader whose demise has left a vacuum that cannot be filled.
Leaders across political spectrum on Tuesday paid glowing tributes to late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. President Pranab Mukherjee and Prime Minister Narendra Modi were among those who condoled her death, describing her as a charismatic and popular leader in Indian politics.
All other battles she won, but perhaps everybody is to lose one battle, and she has lost that. I pay my respectful homage to her.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he will always cherish his meetings with the late Tamil Nadu leader. In her condolence message, Congress President Sonia Gandhi hailed her as a towering figure in national and political life, who lived her life with same indomitable courage with which she battled her last illness. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi expressed grief on Jaya's death and tweeted that the people have lost a great leader. M.K. Stalin, treasurer of the rival party DMK, mourned Jaya's death, calling her an iconic and courageous leader. He termed her death as an irreparable loss. Political leaders cutting across party lines also paid tributes to the Iron Lady, hailing her for her pro-poor politics and describing her as one of the most iconic Indian politicians.
She was a very popular leader, efficient administrator, and at a very relatively young age, her going away is actually a big loss for Indian politics.
उन्होंने राजनीति में भी और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में भी एक नाम बनाया. बड़ी कल्चर्ड वुमेन थी और अपने डिसीजन के लिए, अपने फैसले के लिए, अपनी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए बहुत मशहूर थी.
She's a very versatile woman and worked very hard for women upliftment. Impacts are more in Tamil Nadu, but a very versatile person, like a cinema actor to political to everything.
She is an Iron Lady. Whatever she feels correct, she will always, in spite of all opposition, stand by the decision.
देश के हर बड़े उलझन जो सवाल होते थे, जयललिता जी के राय का बहुत महत्व दिया जाता था. हमसे उनका व्यक्तिगत बहुत संबंध अच्छा था. उनके मरने से देश को बहुत नुकसान पहुंचा है.
He is a born fighter, extremely talented administrator, and someone who captured the imagination of millions and millions of people.
People of Tamil Nadu, the Tamil-speaking people all over the world, loved her, respected her, and I should say worshipped her. She made a mark wherever she was. In the film industry, she had a place of her own, and in the political career, she proved that even a woman, if she has a strong will, and if she is clear in mind, they can win.
शोक संतप्त तमिलनाडु परिवार जो आज ऐसी आयरन लेडी, ऐसी ग्रिपिंग लेडी, ऐसी हिप्नोटिक लेडी, ऐसी मैग्नेटिक लेडी, ऐसी द हीरोइन, भारत की महान नायिका आज जयललिता जी हमारे बीच नहीं रही हैं, जो मुख्यतः हमारे परिवार से ही आई, फिल्मों से आई. इसलिए मुझे और भी इस दुख का एहसास हो रहा है.
Leaders from various countries, including Sri Lanka, Malaysia and Singapore, also condoled Jayalalitha's demise. Tributes also poured in from the film and sporting world after her death. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And in more sad news, political satirist and founder editor of Tughlaq magazine, Srinivasa Iyer Ramaswamy, popularly known as Joe Ramaswamy, passed away due to cardiac arrest in Chennai early this morning. He was an advisor to former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha and was 82 years old and is survived by his wife, a son and daughter. He's been ailing for some time and was hospitalized for respiratory problems on a couple of occasions in recent times. Last week, he was admitted to the Apollo Hospital in Chennai for breathing problems and poor intake of food. Well, tributes, of course, continuing to pour in, not just for Jayalalitha, but Joe Ramaswamy as well this morning on social media. We'll take a quick break here, be back with the national news in a bit. Stay with us.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Welcome back. Let's get on to more national news. An RBI Governor Urjit Patel-led Monetary Policy Committee, or the MPC, will announce the monetary policy resolution post-demonetization today. The six-member Monetary Policy Committee began its deliberations on Tuesday amid widespread expectations of at least 25 basis point cut in the policy rate to cushion the impact of demonetization. This is the second meeting of the MPC headed by the RBI Governor after the first in October, when it had cut repo or the short-term lending rate by 25.25% to 6.25%. RBI has reduced the policy rate by 1.75% since January 2015. Meanwhile, cash and jewellery worth 130 crore rupees have been seized and 2,000 crore rupees of undisclosed wealth has been admitted by taxpayers post-demonetization. The Central Board for Direct Taxes has informed that over 30 cases have been referred to the ED and the CBI for further investigations. Meanwhile, in order to promote digital transactions across the country, the government has asked banks to install 10 lakh additional point of sale or POS terminals within 4 months. There are about 15 lakh POS terminals currently across different merchants to facilitate card-based payments. Also, to encourage the purchase of POS machines, the excise duty payable on acquisition of POS machines, which was earlier 16.5%, has been waived till March 31st, 2017. The Russian ambassador to India, meanwhile, in a strongly worded letter, has critiqued the demonetization-induced cash shortage for its diplomatic staff. Diplomatic missions of Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Ethiopia and Sudan have also sent protest letters on cash withdrawal restrictions. The University Grants Commission has asked all universities and colleges across the country to launch a month-long campaign to create awareness about cashless transactions. According to the UGC, an important component of this campaign is to ensure that every campus becomes completely cashless by adopting digital payment systems in all its receipts, payments and transactions within the campus. In more news, the Supreme Court Judge, Justice Jagdish Singh Khehar, has been recommended as the new Chief Justice of India. Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad had written to the CJI in November to name his successor, to which current CJI Justice Thakur responded on Tuesday. Once approved, Justice Khehar will be sworn in as the Chief Justice of India by the President on the 4th of January next year. He will be the 44th CJI and will remain in office from, till the 4th of August 2017. Also, he will be the first Sikh to become the Chief Justice of India. And here's a look at what else will be making news in the day ahead. The Committee of Chief Ministers and experts constituted by the Centre to look into the post-demonetization issue and suggest ways for a transformation into a digital economy will meet today in New Delhi. The committee convener and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu has told bankers and state officials that the challenges in implementing a digital economy have to be identified ahead of the committee meeting. Bombay High Court will hear a batch of petitions challenging the 16% Maratha reservation decision. The court is hearing 2 petitions opposing the then Congress NCP government's 2014 decision to grant 16% reservation in government jobs and educational institutions, and also a bunch of applications in favor of the reservation. The India International Science Festival, which aims to provide scientific temper among children, particularly those from rural areas, will begin from today at the National Physical Laboratory in New Delhi. There will be training programs to promote cashless society concept among the festival visitors in the wake of demonetization. The movable assets of Kingfisher Airlines located at Mumbai's International Airport will be auctioned online today. The exercise is aimed at partially recovering the 6,963 crore rupees that the airline owes a consortium of lenders. The bid will be for all the assets collectively, and the reserve price is 65 lakh rupees. The Indian Space Research Organisation will launch the remote sensing satellite ResourceSat-2 today. In fact, the satellite will blast off at 10:25 a.m. from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. The remote sensing satellite, intended for resource monitoring, is a follow-on mission to the ResourceSat-1 launched in 2003 and ResourceSat-2 launched in 2011. The satellite was earlier planned for the launch on 28th of November. PSLV C-36, the 38th flight of PSLV, will place the 1,235-kilogram satellite into 817-kilometer polar sun synchronous orbit. It is intended to continue the remote sensing data services to global users provided by its predecessors. A thick blanket of fog has covered Delhi and surrounding areas. Poor visibility has, in fact, as a result, has hit air, train and road traffic. 81 trains are running late. 21 have been scheduled, while 3 have been cancelled. Flights have also been hit this morning. 8 international flights have been delayed and 3 have been diverted. 5 domestic flights are delayed as well due to poor visibility. And here's a look at what else is making news across the country in Nationwide. 2 people were killed and 10 injured when 10 coaches and the engine of Guwahati-bound Capital Express from Bihar's Rajendra Nagar terminal derailed in North Bengal. The incident took place near Shamukhtal Road station, which is about 32 kilometers from the Alipurdwar Railway Division headquarters. The relief train has already reached the spot from Alipurdwar along with the senior railway officials. The injured have been rushed to the district hospital for treatment and relief and rescue work is underway. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley appeared before the Delhi High Court in support of his civil defamation suit against the Aam Aadmi Party on allegations of financial bungling in the Delhi and District Cricket Association. The court has fixed the matter for further hearing on the 6th of March. Jaitley was the president of the cricket body for 13 years till 2013. The Indian Navy has ordered a board of inquiry into the tipping over of guided missile frigate INS Betwa during undocking at Naval Dockyard in Mumbai on Monday. 2 Navy personnel were killed and 15 were injured in the accident. Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lamba met the injured soldiers at the Naval Hospital. Uttarakhand High Court Chief Justice has suspended 3 lower court judges after an inquiry found them guilty of misconduct. The inquiry into an anonymous complaint of misconduct was carried out by the Registrar General of the High Court in compliance with the Chief Justice's order. The government on Tuesday promoted 5 IPS officers from the rank of Inspector General to Additional Director General for the Central Forces. NIA IG V.S. Kamudi has been promoted as ADG NIA, while Bureau of Police Research and Development IG Abhay has been appointed as the ADG CRPF, among others. For international news now, and Syrian government forces reclaimed 5 more districts besides the centrally located Al-Shar neighborhood of eastern Aleppo on Tuesday, securing more than 75% of the area from rebels in less than 2 weeks after launching a ground offensive. Syria's army and allies pushed into rebel-held parts of Aleppo's old city on Tuesday, looking closer than ever to achieve their most important victory of the 5-year-old civil war by driving rebels out of their last urban stronghold. Rebels withdrew from Al-Shar under heavy bombardment by pro-government forces. Al-Shar was home to at least 4 hospitals available to residents trapped by the government siege. But majority of the city is now in ruins. Tens of thousands of people are believed to be trapped in districts still in rebel hands, though. The Syrian government and its ally Russia have rejected a ceasefire for the war-torn city, keeping up the military offensive. And here's a look at what else making news across the globe in World Wrap. Libyan forces backed by US airstrikes finished clearing the last Islamic State holdout in Sirte on Tuesday. This after a near 7-month battle for the militant group's former North African stronghold. The forces gained full control over Sirte's Giza Baharia district after hours of clashes. The loss of Sirte is a major blow for the Islamic State, leaving the group without any territory in Libya, though it retains an active presence in parts of the vast country. Forces of the Iraqi Federal Police on Tuesday shelled a village south of the Islamic State-held city of Mosul. The Iraqi army unit surged towards the center of Mosul. This could give fresh impetus to the 7-week-old battle for Islamic State's Iraqi stronghold. Mosul is by far the largest city under Islamic State control, and defeat there would roll back the self-styled caliphate it declared in 2014 after seizing large parts of Iraq and Syria. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve was appointed the new Prime Minister on Tuesday after Manuel Valls resigned to seek the Socialist nomination in the presidential election. Cazeneuve will now take control of the Socialist government until legislative elections in June, replacing Valls, who has been Prime Minister for the past 2.5 years. And now let's change tracks. Get you all the latest from the world of sports in Sports Beat. Indian Aces defeated UAE Royals 26-19 in the International Premier Tennis League to stand atop the standings with 10 points. They began positively with Kristen Flipkens beating world number 1 Serbian Ana Ivanovic to win the women's singles, as the Belgian woman was unstoppable in stroke play. The mixed doubles tie was a battle between the two former partners, as Aces fielded Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna, while Martina Hingis and Pablo Cuevas featured for the Royals. The Indian duo emerged victorious. It was Indian Aces' third win in the tournament. Former FIFA President Sepp Blatter has lost his appeal against a 6-year ban on ethics violations imposed amid the biggest corruption scandal to shake the world soccer body. The Court of Arbitration for Sport ruled that Blatter had authorized payments to former European football boss Michel Platini worth more than $2 million that amounted to undue gifts and therefore violated FIFA's Code of Ethics. 12-time Grand Slam winner Novak Djokovic has parted ways with coach Boris Becker. Djokovic has worked with the former Wimbledon, US and Australian Open winner for 3 years. The Serbian world number 2 won 6 Grand Slams under Becker and held all 4 major titles at the same time when he won the French Open final in June. That's all we have for you on the Breakfast News today. Have a good day.